Hey friends, it's Erica. Hope you're enjoying your day. Today I want to talk with you about something a little bit more polarizing, and I want to share with you my personal feelings on why I do not like politics. The reason I don't like politics is really just quite simple. Politics, especially these days, is too polarizing, it's too divisive. Doesn't even matter what side, what party you're for or against, because the way I see it, whoever's in charge at the time, the other group is always trying to oust them no matter if they're right or if they're wrong, right? Now, in cases where you probably should be ousted, that doesn't even happen because of pressure within the own party itself we gotta, follow the status quo or whatever. I don't even understand the reason for it half the time. It doesn't even make sense. But for whatever reason, there's pressure within the own party that prevents that person from doing the right thing in the first place. So it's like, I don't like politics because these politicians, to me, again, my own opinion, they're more worried about being reelected than what's doing right for the people. And the people, we're the ones that put you in the office in the first place. So I don't know. But I don't like politics for that reason. They're willing to, I think politicians, in my opinion, again, are willing to sell their soul just to get reelected. Who cares if it's right, if it's wrong, if people get hurt, if people die? No one seems to care about all that. It's all about me, me, me. So, in addition to that, politics, in my opinion, forces people to find differences with each other than finding things that we have more in common, right? And so when you're always looking to find differences within a group of people or an environment, then you create enemies, right? And nothing will ever get accomplished because we're always trying to figure out who our enemy is, who's not for us, who's against us. And when you have enemies, you're only worried about yourself. What's good for me? You could care less about the other people. That's what politics has done. So I don't like politics. And so my personal thought again would be, for you to look at it from the other person's point of view. The thing with politics I don't like is whatever you believe, right or wrong, left or right, you're so focused on whatever it is, you have your blinders on and you can't see the other person's side because you're so passionate is the word I'm going to use, passionate about what your personal belief system is. But I want to challenge you to step outside of that and move to a more common ground. And the common ground would be how would you see something in someone else's shoes? So, for example, say like you were opposed to the death penalty, right? You don't believe in the death penalty at all. But someone murdered your mom, your dad, your sister, whoever it is. Someone murdered someone who's very close to you, love very dearly. Now, would you believe in the death penalty? You'd want that person punished. Maybe you would change your mind. But we'll say, like, your family member who works hard, a good, upstanding citizen, murdered somebody else. Maybe they didn't mean to, maybe it was an accident. Would you still believe in the death penalty? Would you still want the death penalty now that your family member's involved? It's different now that the shoe is on the other foot. So all I'm saying is during this time, we really need to, I think, step back and try to put ourselves in the other person's shoes. And that's what politics does not allow us to do. It doesn't allow us to be empathetic to the other person's wants, needs, desires, or concerns. So for example, the biggest thing today is, should we shelter in place or should we open back up the economy, open back up the government? I mean, not the government, but open back up the economy, right? Well, you have to understand that you cannot be so grounded in your belief that you cannot see the other person's side. Despite what politics is going on, try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. So, for example, those people who say, oh, we should shelter in place, please understand the people who say we should all shelter in place, we're not for not opening the economy and everything just going to hell in a handbasket. That's not what the people who want to shelter in place are saying. What they are saying is that we need to be safe. Our family members need to be safe. Our workplaces need to be safe. We don't want to get sick. We don't want you sick, but we will not go to work or do whatever it is at that risk, right? Now, on the flip side, now if I was the one to say, hey, let's open up the economy, it's not that I don't want to get sick. I want the economy to open up because maybe I'm out of a job, right? I can't pay my bills and the government's not doing enough, let's face it, not doing enough to support me and my family. So it's not that I want to get back to work because I want everybody to be sick. Does that make sense? So it's just my personal opinion, my point of view, but I don't like politics because it prevents you from seeing the other person's point of view. That's all I have for today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.